watching the best. Fox 10 News at 5.
Now at 5, a toddler drowns in a swimming pool in Scottsdale. The warning from firefighters tonight as temperatures begin to warm up.
Plus, rivers rushing into the valley tonight. The area is most at risk for flooding with more rain on the way.
And Taylor Swift kicks off her new tour in Glendale this week. The superstar may be as big as the Super Bowl. But first at 5, several Mesa police officers are recovering tonight after 2 separate attacks over the weekend.
One at a coffee shop and the other at an elementary school. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia joins us live with details. Nicole.
Fortunately, the officers' injuries are all minor, although one officer is going to have to undergo hand surgery for it to heal correctly. Now, although the 2 incidents are not related, Mesa Police saying this highlights an issue that officers are now facing on a daily basis, which is more and more people are choosing to fight than comply. A car crash outside of a school on a Sunday and a busy coffee shop on a Saturday. Scenes in which 5 Mesa police officers were attacked by men they were trying to arrest.
There's fight in the people that we are coming to talk to or to detain. They don't want to listen. They want to fight.
Leon Briscoe was in a car that plowed into an awning of an elementary school. As he was being questioned about the crash, police say he refused commands to sit down.
It was a back and forth of sit down. No, I don't need to sit down. Sit down. Why do I need to sit down? It became a situation where the officer said, this is not a debate. So another officer came over, and at that time they decided to detain him in handcuffs. They each grabbed an arm of the suspect, and then he stood up and started actively resisting.
During the struggle, one officer fell to the ground, hitting the back of his head. And in the other incident, employees filed a trespassing report against 21-year-old Tegan Williams. When he returned to the Dutch Bros coffee shop, police say he refused to leave. A fight broke out, ending with one officer being kicked and becoming unconscious, and another officer suffering broken bones on his hand.
We had a civilian come in and actually put his hand on the suspect and say, hey man, they're not hurting you. Like, calm down, listen to me. That civilian was also a black man telling him it's going to be okay, and he refused to listen to anything and kept attacking our officers.
A similar scenario played out at Westgate Mall in Glendale last month with Williams. According to police records, Williams was caught trespassing there and got into a fight with Glendale police officers. And Tegan Williams now facing similar charges in Glendale and Mesa, and those include aggravated assault on an officer, resisting arrest, and trespassing. And in both incidents in Glendale and in Mesa, officers did deploy a taser on Williams, which proved to be ineffective. Reporting live in Mesa, I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Nicole. A prisoner is on the loose tonight after escaping the state prison in Yuma. Authorities say Jonathan Perryman is serving a 4-year sentence for misconduct involving weapons. He has been spotted, though, in the town of Somerton, south of Yuma, apparently wearing his gray hoodie and black pants. If you see him, call 911.
Now to a developing story. A 2-year-old has died after drowning in a Scottsdale swimming pool. This all happened near Scottsdale and Thomas Roads around 11:30 this morning. And that's where we find Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett with the latest details. Steph?
Yeah, we spoke with family off camera earlier today who are absolutely heartbroken to say the least. And we also spoke to some neighbors in the area who are just in shock that something like this happened literally in a backyard over here. Now, because it is getting warmer outside, more people are going to swimming pools. And because of the spring breaks going on for many school districts, local fire departments are asking people to take precautions.
Always constant supervision and never swim alone.
It's every parent's worst nightmare. You turn away for 1 minute and the unthinkable happens. A child's life is taken in the matter of seconds.
Don't get fallen into a false sense of security having a pool fence up. Supervision is absolute key. It's a silent killer. Drowning, you slip under the water and nobody ever hears it.
Around 11:30 Monday morning, Scottsdale firefighters got the call that a 2-year-old boy drowned in a neighbor's swimming pool. The little boy was taken to a local pediatric trauma hospital but passed away. Online, it shows that this home is a short-term rental, and fire tells us it was vacant at the time of the drowning. Investigators are working to determine how this all happened, and counselors are assisting the family. Unfortunately, drownings are something the Scottsdale Fire Fire Department sees all too often.
You do everything you can to provide them life-saving measures, advanced life support all the way to the hospital, and then they end up passing away. It takes a toll on our people. So
they want to reiterate life-saving advice: always watch your kids and learn CPR.
You know, if you get that initial submersion where they stop breathing and you can provide those couple breaths to them and they start breathing again, that's huge. And then, like I said, just constant supervision and realize that you can drown in as much as 1 inch of water.
Yeah, and the Scottsdale Fire Department tell us it's a good idea to designate one person as the pool or child watcher, an honorary lifeguard, if you will. You can wear a necklace or hold a baton just to make sure that you remember you were that person in charge. They also recommend learning CPR because that is literally the difference between life and death. They also have classes. You can find those on their website. Reporting live tonight, Stephanie Bennett, Fox 10 News.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Well, here's something you don't see every day: the Salt Riverbed rushing with water. This is thanks to SRP releasing water from the dams northeast of Phoenix and finally making its way down to the West Valley. SRP is doing it to prepare for more runoff from recent rain.
But now some places are seeing flooding because of this. Linda Williams is live tonight at 67th Avenue and the Salt River bottom with all the details. Linda.
Guys, 67th Avenue is closed because the Salt River is running over it. Now, this is the farthest west road that is impacted by the water releases. As you look at the water, you know this is great news for our drought situation as it replenishes groundwater supply. That aside, you see people down there enjoying the water. It's pretty cool to look at the Salt River running. But from the Skyfox drone, it is truly impressive. The Salt River bottom becomes a desert oasis as it flows for the first time in 3 years. Water releases have forced the closure of low-lying crossings like this one at 67th Avenue in the West Valley. For some drivers forced to detour at 67th Avenue, the Salt River flowing is a hassle. But for others,
we got our own lake right here.
It's a delight.
It's a miracle because I've never seen it flooded.
Salt River Projects started releasing water from Granite Reef Dam about 10 days ago. Winter storms have dumped significant snow up north, so they need to make room for the coming snowmelt in reservoirs that are already 90% full.
We're making these releases now because of how much snow there is in the watershed that's starting to melt off now.
All this rushing water may look like fun, but beware, says SRP.
It's a lot of water that's moving through this area, so be aware. Don't go down into the riverbed. Don't cross any roads that cross ag grade in the riverbed, and just be aware that this is going to be continuing here in the spring as we see all this snow melt running off and releases being made for the next several weeks.
Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.
Flood warnings are in effect across parts of the state.
And new trouble may be coming with more rain on the way. Meteorologist Crystal Ortiz takes a look. Hi, Crystal.
Yeah, Brian, Tina, that's exactly right. So we've been talking about some of these warnings for a few weeks now because of the fact that we're already seeing snow melt, and then we've been getting some rain and snow in addition over the last couple of weeks. So this is a look at what was the original flood warning along the Salt River between Granite Reef Dam and Tempe Town Lake, that area that's highlighted in green. You can see between Mesa up to Scottsdale. And as you heard Linda mention, McKellips Road, one of the areas that has already been closed because of the flooding. But now the National Weather Service has extended that flood warning right on through the West Valley. You just saw 67th Ave is closed. We're going to have to watch out for flooding down to 91st Ave, again at the Salt River, as this water continues to rush farther and farther downstream. So there might be more closings as a result. On top of that, there's also that flood warning that's in place for weeks now over Tonto Creek through Tonto Basin. Unbridged crossings not safe to pass in that area. This is because of snow melt in areas along Gila County. And we have the potential for more rain and even a little bit of snow here as we get into midweek. Take a look. This is our feature cast. The next atmospheric river going to be hitting California by Tuesday morning through the afternoon, and then overnight an isolated shower or two possible, but really the main event, it comes in on Wednesday. There's the look by Wednesday morning. Corey's going to walk through the rest of this futurecast and that potential for more wet weather across the state coming up, guys.
Gosh, I don't think I ever heard the phrase atmospheric river until this year, and it's like every other week.
I'm with you. I know. I mean, she's known about it for a long time, obviously, but yeah, we're just here.
I'm behind. We're just here. Okay, up next, move over, Rihanna. How Taylor Swift is setting records for hotel prices in the Valley this week, maybe even higher than the Super Bowl.
And Mother Nature not finished yet with winter weather, as we just mentioned, slamming both coasts at the same time.